Hello yogis and welcome to my channel. My name is Ksenia and today I will take you through the super full moon yoga flow. So this moon flow I advise you to do exactly on the full moon, and when I'm uploading this video it's not just full moon but it's super moon, and plus it's going to be moon eclipse. So if you feel that something is growing and you want relief, but not yin yoga, but something still juicy and flow that will help you to spin and to roll the energies, I really advise you to do this moon flow salutation. Lunar eclipse is waiting for us, yeah? So let's jump into the practice, and before I invite you just to sit nicely, we will just spend a couple of moments to bring focus on ourselves before full practice. You can close the eyes. Do a couple of deep breaths. And just say to yourself, big thank you that you are taking this time for yourself. That you do actions in self-love. That you care about your body. Do yoga and stretches. And let's set the intention for this practice. May this practice help us to work with the lunar energies, and make us happy people. And one deep inhale and deep exhale. And we are moving into the lunar eclipse yoga flow. So today we are starting from standing position. Bring yourself on the right side of your mat. Close feet, knees on, so everything really closed. On inhale, arms, hands above the head. On exhalation, moving into the moon pose, so softly bending yourself on the right side now. And you want to do it through the sides, so it doesn't matter really how deep you can go. You should feel that you engage your side muscles, not curving the hips to the front or back, and holding a little bit more. And then softly engagement of your hips, and bring yourself back. Inhale, lengthen your spine, reach out to the sky. And exhale, start to bend yourself on the left side. Again, moving into the moon pose, opposite side. Good. Closing the pose, bring yourself back to the central line, hands in front of the heart, and now step into the nice squat on the sides. Prepare yourself for goddess position, so your knees look the same direction of your feet, like 45 degrees, opening yourself into the cactus, hands here on the top, and then slowly bringing yourself in nice squat, where you feel your buttocks, where you feel hip engagement, and hold. I know it's not the easiest pose, but it helps also nicely to prepare our hip zone for further stretches. Breathe and holding. Concentration now on our first two chakras. And hold. And then a little bit challenge on your tippy toes, lift up, hold couple of moments here. And then we can give up into the star pose. So you do inhale, opening yourself with the straight arms, straight legs. And breathe and feel in soft heart opening. And just mentally feel this pose, emotionally feel this pose. Openness to the world. Very good. Now preparation for Trikonasana. So you want to change alignment of your left foot straight ahead and right foot like 45 degrees. Then both legs straight. You do nice shift to the front and then smooth move up till the level that feels okay for you. You can use here, for example, the block or continue without. But we want still keep the side alignment of our hip zone, maximum opening our shoulder to the sky. And staying still, holding pose and breathing. Good, and now bring your right hand to your left hand, and like this we are closing softly our Trikonasana, and then you change your hip alignment. So you start slowly to close the hips and change in alignment of your right feet to the same direction that your left feet now. Yeah, so bring your feet into the parallel lines, and practically you're already in the pyramid position. Up to you how you want to hold the pose now. If you do this flow in the morning, maybe not so deep. Maybe if you feel like to go in the evening deeper, you can hold deeper. Or using the blocks aside. And staying still. Pyramid pose, one of the best positions to open your hamstrings. Works so nice with our hip zone and lower part of the back. Now softly bending the front knee, you start to launch your right leg and bringing yourself into the low lunge. So right knee on the ground. Check how do you feel. Check front knee 90 degrees and then touch the ground and open yourself to the sky, letting your hips to sink down. And now softly bringing your hands behind your back, interlock the fingers, roll the shoulders, and we do the move with the hands down, opening our shoulders, chest looking at the ceiling. It might be shaky, so no rush, and if you feel that it's intensive, just open the hands on the sides. Good, softly relieving, staying with our right hand on the right hip and moving into the deeper stretch here. You can join your left arm above the head and holding a little bit more intensive stretch for the side. Good job. Relieve. And this time, feet outside of your line of the hands. And like this, you bring yourself practical already into the lizard pose. So feet outside of your hands, the same level, fingers, toes. Couple of breaths here. And then maybe moving deeper and staying in deeper stretch here. Holding the pose this time a little bit longer than previous ones. Good, and now relieving the pose. First supportive hands, pressing away from the ground. And now we just turning around our hips onto the front. So your left foot can actually stay in the same alignment and right foot on your right leg as low as you can and move into Skandasana position. If you feel that it might be intensive, then it's totally fine if your heel is in the air still or your feet somewhere not straight ahead but somewhere the way. You can use also the blanket to pat the mat, any mat under your heel. Block yourself from inner side. Keep your spine maximum straight. And breathe in. Really nice pose to work with the hip zone and inner thigh stretch, hamstring stretch. Very good. Closing the pose, support your hands right in front of you and press away. So really help to lift up your hips from this pose with your hands and arms. Bring feet into the parallel lines, the short sides of your mat. And then from here, from the belly, chest, hold the way down. If you can reach with the head, the ground, it's okay. If not, then it's also okay. You just somewhere the way. And up to you how you want to hold the pose. So maybe supportive hands on the ground still. Maybe you can hug your ankles. And a little bit staying in reverse position. Occupying these poses that your toes should look more to the inner side than outside. And then again, with support of your arms and hands, slowly we start to lift up our torso. Because blood circulation was different now and we don't want to rush. Closing the feet, about shoulders distance apart. And feet like 45 degrees and dropping our hip sitting bones into Malasana Squat. Blocking with the elbows on the level of your knees. Hands in front of the heart. And staying still. And maybe observing previous 2 weeks. that brought us to this point of the moon, to this point of moon cycle. Yeah? Especially if you do it on the super moon, it's nice to observe your actions and maybe to send some gratitude from your heart zone for everything what happened, what you've got, what it was. So we are sending gratitude to our past. Good, and softly relieving the pose. Now we are going to move on the second side. So we are doing the circle now, and you want to block yourself from the right side and start to lengthen straight your left leg on the side, toes on you, bring yourself like this into Skandasana pose now. Checking your level, blocking from inner side, and staying with yourself, breathing. Good, reliving the pose, turning our hips with support of our arms to the right. So now we are working with our right feet, moving into the lizard position. So you bring yourself with the right feet on the same level of your fingers. And first always checking how do you feel. Don't go deep immediately. And then if it feels nice, then moving deeper and deeper, maybe forehead on the ground, maybe opening your feet on the side. And as we are holding this pose a little bit longer, you can think, you can imagine, you can visualize maybe some ideas, some plans. What would you like for further next 2 weeks after supermoon period? What would you ask moon? Maybe you need help in some questions. Maybe you need moon energy. Good, reliving the pose. If your feet was close to the side, you bring your knee back. And now move your feet right between your hands. Yeah? And then engagement of your hips, and you start to lift up yourself, bringing your left hand on the left leg, checking your balance, and then joining your right arm above, moving a little bit deeper to the side stretch, just for a couple of moments here. Good. Relieving our arms behind the back. Interlock the fingers. Roll the shoulders. And again, the same move with the hands down. Opening shoulders, chest looking at the ceiling. Breathe in. Good job. Relieve. Touch the ground and open yourself to the sky. And then relieving the pose, support your hands on the ground, tuck the back feet and lifting up the hips, maybe cut the distance between the feet, bringing yourself into the comfortable distance for pyramid position on this side. And again, up to you what level of the stretch you would like to hold now. If you want to go deeper, can bring yourself always down with the forehead. If it's too intensive, you staying just on the level of your knee, lengthening your spine. So as soon as you feel hamstring stretch in this pose, it's working. No need to go deeper. Breathe in. And letting body to be open to the moon energy. Good. Now right hand on your right feet. Change alignment of your back left feet 45 degrees. And right from here on, inhale, you're opening yourself into the Trikonasana. Looking at the ceiling. Again, if it's too deep, then your right hand upper. It's totally fine, even if you will hold it on the level of your knee or even upper. As soon as we feel sensation of the stretch in Vinyasa style, 5-6 out of 10, yoga is working with us, stretching is working. Good. And now nice engagement of your hip zone, buttocks. You start to lift up yourself, opening both feet 45 degrees, star pose. Again, breathe from the heart zone. Open yourself to the world. And observe your emotions. Sometimes we actually don't want to be open. Yeah? And this pose is really naked. So just feel yourself very open. Let yourself to be open to the moon, to the sun, to the world, to everything what flows to you, through you. Good. And then nice squat in the goddess position. So bending the knees, hold the way down, holding breathing. Cactus arms here. Engagement of your buttocks. Keep your spine straight. And breathe and hold. I know it's not so easy. A little bit more. And then lifting up left feet a little bit upper, then right feet. So changing the weight a little bit, but still staying in goddess position. Little super moon kickstart at the end of the session. And then lifting up on tippy toes at the same time. Holding breath and a little bit more. Good job. Reliving the pose and closing yourself, stepping on the left side of your mat. Feet, knees, nice line. Inhale. Lifting up the arms, hands above the head. Inhale. And on exhale, bending to the left side. Through the side. So we don't want to curve here. Our hips. Good, then inhale, bring yourself back to the center line. And exhale, moving into the moon pose on the right side. Good, bring yourself back, hands in front of the heart. And remember now about 3 things in your life for what your gratitude. Can be small or big, some cases in your life, people, things, 3 things. And feel it. Feel the gratitude. And then still, hands in front of the heart. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for doing this super full moon class with me, Lunar Eclipse Yoga. Yeah? Let me know in the comments, what do you prefer, Sun Salutation or Moon Salutation? If you want to prolong a little bit your yoga session, you can choose any meditation affirmation on my channel. And see you next time. See you on the mat.